have worked on the invitation system feature. This is my entity for the invitation system. It has three status: pending, accepted, or declined. And then it has an invitation ID, which is UUID auto-generated, and it has the relationship with the user, and then the private room. The default would be the pending, the status will be the pending. And then for our model, I have implemented this create invitation function. This will find the user with the given sender username, and if the sender username is invalid, it will just return null. Then again, it will find the private room with that given name. If that room doesn't exist, it will return null. And then here we will find the user with the given invited usernames. This will list all the usernames those are invited to that private room. And then here we have a status pending, and we set the sender and private room of the invitation, and then add the invited user to that invitation. Then we save all the information to our database and return the invitation. Here I have accept invitation function that will work when somebody accepts anybody's friend request. It will show the status accepted, and then it will save that information to the database. And I have this decline invitation. This will do the same thing as accepted invitation. It will find the invitation with the given ID, and if it does not exist, it will return null, and then it updates the status to decline and save the information to the database, and it returns the invitation. For our controller, I have this create invitation controller. Uh, of course, we need to check if the authenticated user is there or not. If it is not authorized, it will just give for one unauthorized, and then it will get the necessary data using the request body, and then it has this create the invitation, and then if it is successfully created, it send 200 OK with the invitation ID. I'm getting some error right now here. I need to fix it. And then I have this accept invitation controller that will of course check the unauthorized user first, and then we need this invitation ID in our parameter to know like if it is accepted or declined. So this will just accept the invitation, call this function from the our model, and then if it is not found, the invitation is not found, it will just give invitation not found, and if it is found, it will return this invitation. That way we will know the invitation is accepted or not. And then I have this decline invitation controller also, which will work same like as the um, accept invitation controller. It gets the authorized user first, and then it gets the invitation ID as a request parameter, and then decline the invitation by calling this decline invitation function from the model. And if the invitation is not there, it will just return invitation not found. Otherwise, it will give me 200 OK with the invitation. This is the controller, and for our endpoint, I have create invitation controller, and I have this accept invitation controller, which we need invitation ID, of course, as our parameter. And here also I have this decline invitation controller, needs this invitation ID. I have updated the friend request feature also, same like the invitation feature. I have added the accept friend request function in our model, and this decline friend request model. This will also work similar to the invitation system. If somebody accepts the friend request, the status will be accepted. If somebody decline the friend request, it will decline the it will give this status as a decline. Defaultly, it will be just pending. Then in our user controller, I have updated the friend request feature also here also. So we have this accept friend request controller that will work similar to the invitation accept invitation controller. Accept the friend request by calling this accept friend request function from the model. And we have this decline friend request controller. It will also work similar to the decline invitation controller. It returns for one unauthorized if the unauthorized user is trying to access, gives the friend request ID here as a request param, and call this function from the model. And then if there is no request sent, it will just give friend request not found, or otherwise it will give 200 with this request. And I have added the endpoint also for that. Here we have this friend request ID as a parameter, and friend request ID here also. We have this accept friend request controller and decline friend request controller. So this is what I've got for my update video. And now I believe we just have to work on our front end. So that's all.